I don't even know if I said hey YouTube. Hey YouTube, I am back again with another video. The topic was story time, and today I chose spiritual awakening. I feel like enough people are not sharing their experiences.
And sorry, there's dogs and stuff, shit running around like I'm outside.
Pretty much outside. I would not believe me if I said I was in Atlanta right now. So if you don't know what a spiritual awakening is, it's basically when you start to notice things that are happening in what they call 5D. It's like something happens, boom, something happens, and then you start seeing things that are not the norm, and you're feeling things and you're hearing things, and it's like your spirit is telling you things based off what's going on internally and what's going on around you. I had my first spiritual awakening, and yes, I said first because you have many. If you don't get it, then the universe will send another situation for you to get it. So I was hanging out with a friend after she got off of work. She used to work at a gym. She had worked at this gym on the West End. It was a black-owned gym, beautiful, loved the gym. And the people that worked there were cool, real cool. We used to work out there and hang out there, and she would personal train, and basically like I got kind of cool with like the people she works with, and so we were invited to somebody that works there's house. So for the premise of this story, I'm gonna call him S. We're gonna call him S. We went to S's house after work, me, her, and two of her other friends. And basically we went there, we were hanging out. I brought like 2 bottles of wine. I probably had like 1 glass of wine. Not really anybody was really drinking too much either. We did have like some snacks while we were there and some tea. So I'm noticing things in this person's apartment that are kind of different. Like this person had a swing in their apartment. Like I've never seen that, like a swing in their apartment. This person also had like candy and dishes, and like I seen other things that I didn't really know too much about, so I kind of was just like, you know what I mean, like money and candles and stuff, and that I just didn't, you know me, if I don't know about it, I'm gonna leave it the fuck alone. That's just me. I went over to this candy bowl. I started eating the candy out the dish, and I think we had just made some tea. Like he had put some tea on the stove, and it was really good. I was feeling fine, but then I mentioned to everybody, I was like, hey, you know, I'm getting kind of hot. Like, are y'all hot? Nobody else was hot. Nobody else was hot but me. That was the red flag number 1. Why is my body hot? So my body was hot, right? Everybody was like, oh yeah, that's the tea, that's the Damiana in the tea, because you know Damiana is a herb that makes people kind of horny sometimes. It's an antidepressant, but it also makes you horny. So you know, Damiana. So he was like, yeah, that's the Damiana in there. I'm like, nah, like I feel hot. Like I had a sweater on too, so I was getting hot. Like nobody else was hot. So the next thing you know, I finished my tea. Like I think he had like a snack, like it was some fruit or something. I turn around, I try to walk over to the couch because I'm feeling kind of weird, like woozy, and I'm telling you, all I saw was like a dark cloud, and then it, like after that I woke up on the floor. So my friend told me that when she seen me collapse on the floor, like she said I walked over to the couch and I just collapsed before I even touched the couch. She said you weren't conscious. When I woke up, I had thrown up, throw up was over me. Like I threw up a lot, like, and they were saying like the throw up that was coming out of me was like spewing out of me. It was crazy. At first they said while I was blacked out that I was just making the throw up sound, but I woke up throwing up. I don't remember making any of that. So then obviously, you know, I cleaned myself up in the bathroom. So now I'm just thinking like somebody drugged me. I'm like, maybe it's the tea, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. But I literally had everything everybody else had, and my friend was with me the whole time. No, I stayed the night with my friend, and then I went home the next day, and then I just was thinking about it, and it just felt crazy that I went through an experience like that. It was just so weird. And then my friend texted me, and she was like, did you eat from his altar?
Did you eat from his altar? Did you eat from his altar?
Did you eat from his altar?
And I was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I ate candy out of the bowl, out of the dish, like a candy dish. And she goes, oh my God, you ate from his altar. So like most spiritual people, if they want to communicate with people connected to them, they're gonna have altars, right? So basically I ate the candy that he gives to his ancestors, that he offers to them. So I ate that. So I couldn't see what was happening, but I was going through a spiritual warfare because I ate something from another person's altar. That was the first time that anything spiritual had ever just like hit me like a sack of bricks. Like nothing like that has ever happened to me in my life. Like there have been weird instances where I've seen things before they've happened and stuff like that, but never like this situation at all. So yeah, so I just wanted to share that story with you guys. I feel for content creators and YouTubers because I feel like everybody is just always fucking staring. So that was my story time of the day. I took myself out on a picnic today and I've been having the best day ever, and now I'm about to go home. But thank you for listening to my spiritual awakening, and if you have any spiritual instances, share them as well. It's really important that we're sharing our stories and we're having these conversations, you know. Tatidondada signing out with my cute self.